in a society that says we're not supposed to be happy because that's not masculine, it's always a win for me. Like, yeah, because I was always the silly kid who laughed loud and was, you know what I'm saying? So like, I love that. The other thing, now that I've thought about it, set for a while, I've told you this offline, but I'll say it here. One thing that brings me joy right now is Denzel Washington's current era.
I was just about to say that. We've never seen him. We've never seen him before.
Uncle Ark that he's in right now.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Me and Brian watched the clip yesterday where he didn't say it explicitly. He pretty much said, "I don't watch these white people movies."
I don't know. I don't know that one.
I don't know. This man had on a shirt of like a famous
Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah, Stanley Cooper, and he was like, "I always want to throw a thing out there because Denzel Washington is a thespian, right? He's a accomplished actor,
well trained,
all the things,
movies,
but
television, all of
so you would think people of that. And then what's crazy was the video came from a woman who studied film and stuff, and was like, when you're in these spaces, if you don't know the white greats. Then because she said her favorite actor was Taraji P. Henson. Everybody was like, "Who?" Right?
Yeah.
So that what brought the conversation up. But anyway, he asked him, "said you said his name was Stanley Cooper?"
Stanley Kubrick.
He said, "I want to ask throw this question out there. He said, man, I don't know." He said, when the movies came out, like I probably would have robbed you. I was in the streets back then.
I'm not a film buff.
I'm not a film buff. He said, I didn't start watching movies. I was 23 when I started acting. He said, you know what? I was watching movies. Then that man called out Shaft. He called out all the black exploitation movies.
Yeah.
And that man essentially said, I didn't watch this white stuff.
Yeah.
I was watching the hood black movies like every other black teenager in the 60s and 70s. What?
In my black neighborhood at my black movie theater. Like,
yes. Like I was not finna watching this stuff. And just the way he be like, I think it started with the Jamie Foxx clip. I'm leaving here with something. Like, I think that was the beginning of us like Uncle Denzel.
Yeah.
Coming out.
The thing is, Denzel is kind of like Beyonce in that, like, he don't normally talk to us.
Now that he's talking to us, it's like
he's dropping gems. He's traveling over to the Church of God in Christ churches, singing "Yes, Lord." Like he's outside doing things that Denzel don't normally do. But the thing is that this scares me because sometimes I always have the fear of when we're getting a lot of exposure of somebody, then it's kind of like, oh, they about to go. You know what I'm saying? I feel like right before Kobe went on, it was a lot of exposure. It was the Oscar. It was him showing up at basketball games. It was him being in interviews. All of this content of Kobe was there. Same thing with Chadwick Boseman. Like he was having like his run. Like he was doing all the things. He was, and we're getting this level of exposure and getting this place and space of Denzel that we've never seen before in all of his years of being one of our favorite actors. But now we're seeing it and it's like, oof, like Lord, don't do this to us.
Don't do it.
Don't do this to us.
I'm gonna ask you this. Do you think Denzel will go down as like, because here's the thing. And I know Chris is probably going to frown when I say this, but I don't really care because the truth of the matter, the truth is the truth culturally.
Yeah.
I don't care what LeBron does. He's never going to be Michael Jordan.
He'll never be Michael Jordan or beat Michael Jordan.
Be Michael Jordan.
Oh, yeah. No.
And what Michael Jordan means to just culture and stuff like that.
Yeah, Michael Jordan is the blueprint.
Michael Jordan is Michael Jordan. And you can argue there are people before him, the Wilt Chamberlains, the Magic Johnsons, the Isaiah, like all these people, but it was something special about Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
The same thing with Michael Jackson and Beyonce. Like, there'll be people after them and all that. But even with Beyonce and Mike, they was like, she still know Michael Jackson. No matter how many records she breaks, no matter how many things she does, she's no Michael Jackson. So, and even for Beyonce to be the blueprint for like women artists, you know what I'm saying? Like Aretha Franklin. The people be like, I don't care who sings. I don't care what Jasmine Sullivan does. There's no voice like her. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So there are people, right?
Yeah.
And it doesn't take away from like a LeBron James because LeBron James is great in his own right, but LeBron James can play another 20 years and be number one at every point. And at the end of the day, you ain't Jordan. Nobody's wearing LeBrons. Nobody's, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's like run, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's translated.
The cultural relevancy is Jordan's cultural relevancy is much higher.
LeBron
would never be able to attain Jordan's cultural relevancy.
Exactly. And the reason why I know this is because I have two sons in my house, one in particular who's really into sports. And his favorite basketball player is, of course, Ja. But like the shoe he wants the most is Jordan.
Yeah.
The gear he wants the most outside of just regular Nike is Jordan hoodies, Jordan backpack, Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Like it's still Jordan. You know what I'm saying? He's not. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I say that to say, do you think Denzel has that same kind of chokehold on acting?
Yes, because in the black community, yes, and he's not even the best actor. There's other actors that are better than him. Like
really?
Giancarlo Esposito. Esposito.
Oh yeah, I'll give him that.
Better. Jeffrey Wright. Better. Like there's.
I like Jeffrey. I don't know if I'm gonna give him better than Denzel. I like Jeffrey. I feel
like the versatility of Denzel.
If Denzel could change his voice, we would stop having these arguments.
Right? He don't change his voice. He was in a Roman movie. He was in Gladiator talking like a nigga from Mount Vernon.
Brian, imagine being so you that you could be like, I'm gonna have this Cali accent in Australia because I'm Brian. Like you don't have to change.
Right? Yeah. His stature is so high. He's not auditioning.
Bro, did you see the interview? He said he hasn't auditioned since 1989.
Yeah, the audition.
He's like, man, about 30, 40 years.
What is an audition? People write roles for me. Audition, it'll be like the script says Denzel like actor.
Give me a Denzel like actor. Who feels that role though? If it ain't Denzel, if they be like, is it the people you're naming?
Yeah, I feel like those people that were named, like the versatility of those people, like even and then now Coma Domingo he's climbing up that ladder.
I love?
Who?
It's Sterling K. Brown.
Sterling K. Brown is growing.
Comedic timing. Yeah, dramatic. And like he can do
it all. He can do it all. He's a great black actor. Well, great actor. I don't want to say black. I don't put that. That was, please forgive me for that. Don't. He's a great actor. But I was saying in terms of our black actors that we love and adore, I feel like he's growing in that category of actor in our community that we cling to. Even though he's done a lot of like other things, right? Mainstream things. I feel like he's there, but Denzel is. If you say for instance, I'm supposed to be in the Christmas play at church, right?
Come on, Brian. Who you playing?
I'm playing King Herod.
Oh, that's befitting for the man who can't stand Christmas. Befitting,
but I'm about to Denzel this joint. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm about to Denzel. I'm put on Denzel. But who like when you think about an actor, you don't be like I'm a Tom Hanks. You know what I'm saying? You don't be like I'm a Chadwick Boseman. No, you say I'm a Denzel this thing, right? If you're a woman, you gonna say I'm a Angela Bassett. I'm a Viola Davis this hoe. Like
Viola Davis.
You know what I'm saying? Like you don't Angela Bassett, Denzel Washington. Viola is kind of like in that category, but Denzel is so far ahead of every other actor or black actor in our community. If you're a man, you say you acting, I'm a Denzel.
Denzel is in your list.
Yeah. Somewhere. Denzel is if we were playing Taboo and the word was actor, and in the black,
leave it like Denzel Washington.
And then and even like we ain't talking about Jamie Foxx and like Will Smith, other strong actors, you know what I'm saying? But it's Denzel by far is the head of our actors in our community. So do you want to do Black Boy Joy
before we go into that?
Okay.
I also get me stuck on acting. I saw a clip, I think I sent it to you, where a creator had a hot take and said that Baps was Halle Berry's best on-screen performance. Only because it showed her level it's so far from who she is. I was like,
it was comedic.
And he was like, one, it was comedic, and he was like, it's not, people take comedic acting for granted. Like, it's not easy to be funny. And two, that was like, Halle Berry has never seen a black woman from Atlanta like that. And it didn't seem like Chitlin Circuit. It felt like Beyonce. Halle Berry became that ghetto black woman. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was like, you know what? From that perspective, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that take. I still don't know if I would give it her best role ever, but I'm not mad at the level of work it took to become that person. Because you got to be believable in that kind of role. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you playing somebody from the hood like that, quote unquote, you got to be believable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Halle Berry was believable. The person who they be like, she ain't black enough was believable. So anyway.
I feel like I want to go back and watch it as an adult.
I haven't watched Baps in a while.
I haven't seen it as like I was a teenager. I think it's never been a movie where I was like, oof, I need to go see Baps.
I've seen it, but you know, like one of the times you like sit on the couch after church and it's been on BT.
Yeah,
it's been like one of them kind of passive watching. I haven't sat down and said, let me watch it. Yeah.
Let's go. I feel like we need to make a list.
Let's do a series next year, Brian,
of the black movie, the Blastics, and talk about them. And maybe probably write our notes from our younger selves and what we thought the movie was, and then now the Like, does it hold up the test of time? Like, does it speak to us now? It's like, all
I'm waving because I'm saying, hey, bonus episodes, because these are not going to be probably like, let's make that a whole series.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun.
Reviewing the blessings.
I love movies, so I will.
I'm down. I love TV, and like I've been rewatching stuff. So like 2 episodes of Scandal, I'll just watch one of the movies we choose.
Yeah,
because literally I've done that the last 3 or 4 weeks. Rewatching Scandal, I watch 2 or 3 episodes a night. So I will just pick the movie and we can do it. We just y'all just got some insight to our planning. Let me write it down.
Yeah, so I'm trying not to watch Insecure again. I'm trying not to.
I'm going to. I just committed to it because I was at dinner, team lunch at somebody, and there was 2. They're Gen Xers though. Mm-hmm. It was like I just couldn't get into Insecure. Why did y'all like it? I said you're about to be watching for the 4th time.
Yeah.
I watched it 3 times, the original, and then 2 additional times. I said I'm about to watch it for the 4th time.
Yeah. Like somebody posted. Anytime I see somebody post like a story on Instagram about it. And I'm like,
such a,
and they be like, "Oh, this is my show." I'm like, "Your show,
our
my show."
I told them, like, for millennials, like tried and true millennials, it is our story. Like many of us were already married or whatever at the time, so we couldn't fully resonate to some of the things, but we could resonate to a whole lot of it. Navigating your career, figuring out your passions,
changes in relationship dynamics, in friendship, but also in relationship, like in romantic relationships.
Yeah, I mean, all the different levels
finding
of
yourself, realizing that you ain't, and then you that you're like, man, I was my own problem.
I was my own problem, pursuing my dreams, like all the different things,
tough decisions.
Yes, friends moving away,
therapy journeys, like
all the things. It's so many things. Open relationships. I ain't in a relationship. I've met some people who are in legit throuples, and I was like. I had to tell you this story in DC.
Okay.
I had dinner with a colleague, and he was like, he introduced me to his partners. And I was like, oh. So when he and I walked off and did dinner to catch up, I couldn't let it go. I said, "Do you mind me asking, how does this work?"
Right.
So he explained, I won't go into it on here. But like, but even still, like, it's not my thing. But these are realities that are like not people are just talking about it.
Yeah.
Right. And although we didn't see a throuple, we did see Molly in a part of an open marriage situation, and like you know what I'm saying. So it was legit,
and her reconciling what that looks like,
and how people in our generation have, in some ways, abandoned traditionalism across the board. Right? We saw what's his face? Jay Ellis's character. Lawrence go to church. And what that meant, we saw Chad get saved. We all know the hood dude who been crazy, don't get saved, right? And go to the church for girls, but then, end up changing his life. Now also Chad his salvation didn't maintain well his sanctification. Let me say it that way. But anyway, it was so relatable. What was you about to say?
I would say Lawrence giving up on his dream.
Because it was too hard.
You
couldn't get a breakthrough.
Yeah, you were a SoundCloud rapper, essentially, but in the tech world, and it's like, let me give this up. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it's
and the beauty of going corporate and fighting what that meant, you know what I'm saying? And then thrived in corporate America in tech. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, I've been trying to do my own thing for so long, but now I'm like, this is where I belong. And I'm the man. I'm really good at
because he wasn't a good businessman.
No.
But he was still good at tech.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like but it took him a breakup to figure that out.
Yeah.
Right. So many Insecure. So I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it now.
Why would I do this to myself?
Watch it now. And then one of the most consistent characters, but still kind of messed up, is Kelly. Consistent in her career, and then still even finding her niche. Yeah. But it didn't come until she had to help a friend. You know what I'm saying? I helped your parents to do their estate, and was like, I think this is my niche.
Yeah.
And then she creates her own division in her friend's firm. Like, like, bro, but that's how stuff be happening. Like, you help a friend out with one thing and be like, Josh, you should do this full time. And then, like, that's the thing that catapults you because you were already good at it, already doing stuff. Anyway, Issa, phenomenal.
Yeah. Black Boy Joy moment of the year. Our black actors on their
black art is joy.
Black art, yeah. Black Boy Joy moment of the year. Black art. We'll say that. Black art, movie, film, movie and film, the same thing. Film, television, art, music, all the things. Art gives us joy.
Like the Front Porch series with Nucci and DC. Like, I'm sure he's been doing it for years, but it became popularized this year.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like our hood version of Tiny Desk. You know what I'm saying? But it's good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he got some heavy hitters out there too. It wasn't just like, you know what I'm saying? These up and coming
your pastor was out there, wasn't he?
Smokey was out there.
Yeah.
Chance was out there. Say what y'all want to say. I love Selena Johnson's voice. Selena Johnson was out there. Selena Johnson sings down to me.
She made all falls down. She made that song.
Selena Johnson sings down.
Yeah, she sings.
And then you gotta pay the cost. Like she got a couple of hits.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, he been getting some people. But anyway, yeah, black art.
Okay. Last but not least.
Yeah.
Your personal favorite moment. Cultural or personal?
A personal favorite moment of 2024. I don't know that anything has overwhelmingly, like, you know what I'm saying? I would say the installation of that, but that, I mean, it was good. And it was God and all that. I don't know.
This was hard for me too. I had been thinking and trying to figure out, like, what was because life has been going like that.
Up, down, up, down.
But I think my favorite moment is really just, I think last year talking about my authenticity and being authentic. My favorite moment has really been walking in the authenticity. Like legit being like even like on social media, posting what I feel like I'm posting. Like I'm just gonna do it. Being authentic at work.
Okay.
Being more authentic and free on the podcast. Being free and authentic in my relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like being okay with being who I am. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you made me think about my moment. I think I said it after Afrotech this year.
Yeah.
When you talk, and for me, it wasn't like Afrotech the conference. It was, and not even the stage. It was what the stage meant and represented for me.
Yeah.
I think I mentioned on the podcast maybe last week or a few weeks ago. It wasn't that long ago, where I said Josh, even pre-pandemic, would not have embraced Afrotech in the same way.
Yeah.
So being recognized for my gifts, my talents, what God has legit blessed me with, and then having that to be platformed and to be seen, not just by the higher ups, but by people. I think that was the most personal moment for me, because again, on that stage, people saw God in me, right? And again, and this is why the installation of assistant pastor isn't that top thing, because again, God can do whatever, but that is pretty much siloed to Victory City, Atlanta. When I was on the Afrotech stage, though, just by way of my voice, by way of my presence, like I said, people recognize, you a preacher? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it was like recognizing the anointing, walking in my gifts, being on this like quote unquote big not quote unquote, this big stage. Like merging the intersections of media, like everything in my world collided.
Yeah.
So for me, that was really big, and then I was able to put that stuff on because I picked my good picks to host. You know, but like literally all the things I really love and am passionate about were all kind of in that space, and so I think that would be the thing, bro.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. So that was our awards for this year. A little different than what we've done in times past. I'm gonna
throw a wrench out there to you.
Go for it.
If there was one thing. Two questions. One thing you could change by 2024, what would it be? And what is one of the things you're expecting for 2025?
I wish Kamala Harris would have won the election.
Yes. If I could change that, I would have done that.
If I could snap my fingers and anything in this year, like, and even all the things we've gone through, the negative things, if she won the election, I would choose that over anything this year.
Yeah.
Anything this year. Because I know what that did, how I felt after the fact, but also know what that would have done for Black women.
For so many other people. Yeah.
Yeah. What was the other question?
And what's one thing you're expecting or looking forward to in 2025?
I'm expecting God to do some great things. Like, the trajectory of my life has been interesting, but also like God continues to open up doors for me consistently.
He's done.
Even I'm gonna talk about in the greater conversation about the job situation. Like, literally, in my life, God has like blessings have pursued me. Like like
I love that. Blessings have pursued me.
Like I've never, other than trying to join an organization, right? It's just part of the process, right? I've never had to like politic or to try to like create opportunities. Like God is just, blessings have pursued me. Like even with the job that I'm gonna start sometime soon, I congratulated a person on LinkedIn. They immediately called me. It was like, hey, like, I want you to come work for me. I want you to help me do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was I didn't. It wasn't like me trying to, and it wasn't even like on some like politicking. It was just like, oh man, let me say what's up. Let me congratulate this person. And that person was like, oh, I need that person. You know what I'm saying? So it's like God has consistently done those things for me. So I'm really just looking forward to God continue to open up doors. I'm looking forward to. I'm turning 40 next year.
Where we going?
I don't know. I'm gonna figure that out. I'm fine with that. I want to do a trip. I'm thinking about doing. I want to do a trip and a party. So Lauren got a trip and a party. So we'll see. I'm looking for God to do some great things. I'm looking forward to.
If you wanna pre-turn up, I'll be in New Orleans June 3rd through the 9th.
For Essence, you do Essence
for work.
For work,
June. So I'm just saying, if you want a pre birthday,
we can figure that.